And welcome to section 2.4, and this section is entitled Solving Literal Equations and Formulas. Now, what does that mean? Well, what it means is if you have an equation, that's something with an equal sign in it, and you have more than one variable, like x and y in this case, not the same variable, but more than one different letter, that means different variables, you're not going to get an answer that's like 5 or a whole number or some number. You're going to get an answer that's in terms of another variable. You just have to perform the same operations we learned in the previous 3 sections, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about right now. So let's put this first problem up here. We have x plus 7 equals y. Alrighty. Now they ask us to solve for y. Okay, solve for x. Solve for x. Well, what does that mean? You want to solve for x? You want to get an expression that says x equals. Well, how do you do that? Again, you do the opposite. You subtract 7. You subtract 7. Now, before this might have been a number, like the number 10, and then you would say 10 minus 7, but it's not a number. So you're not going to get a number on the right side. Well, certainly this is going to cancel. You're left with x equals, well, this is what you're left with, y minus 7. That's what you've got left on that right side. And there's not much you can do. This is what I mean by a formula. A formula has multiple variables. When you solve for a variable, you're going to have other variables on the other side. You did everything that you can legally do with addition properties and multiplication properties. This is the best you can do. Now, when you enter this, don't type in x equals y minus 7 because they already gave us an x equals. Just type in y minus 7. Hit enter. Nice work. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, solve for w. Okay, solve for w. Here we have w minus 8d equals 4. To solve for w, you want to legally do whatever is possible to just get a w by itself. If I were to get rid of that 8d by adding that term to both sides, you will have done the job. Okay? Because that would cancel, this would cancel. W equals 4 plus 8d. They already gave us the W equals. Check my answer. Fantastic. Let's see what the next one is. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can squeeze in another problem over here by separating this. I don't think we need all that space, but minus 7y equals dA. Wow, we have 3 variables here. So what are we supposed to do? They have to tell us the variable you want to solve for. You want to solve for d. So I'm going to just point to that guy right there. That's what I want. I want d by itself. Well, what's happening here? D is being multiplied by a. I got to get rid of that a. The opposite of multiplying by a is dividing by a. Whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. The a's cancel. You're left with a d equals this expression. Okay, they gave us the d equals. Come in here. I'm going to make a nice, beautiful fraction. Minus 7y divided by a. Oh, make sure you don't do this. I see this a lot. Capital A, that probably would be marked wrong. Don't count on it being right. Just, if you see a little a, make it little a. Check your answer. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, boy, look at what we got here. Let's do it. We beat up on this piece of paper, so let's get rid of this. Don't. File, new. Okay. Let's say C equals 1/3 P K N. Okay, so this is the problem. What are we supposed to do here? Well, when you see this 1/3, another way to write this is say 1 times this mess divided by 3. It just looks better. And maybe you get to see what's actually happening a little bit better by dividing the whole thing by 3. See, multiplying by 1/3 is the same thing as dividing by 3. Or just multiply the tops divided by 3, you get this. Well, what do we want to solve for? N. I'm going to point to that N so I don't lose it. I want an N equals. I can't have that. This is basically one fraction right over here. See this? This is basically one fraction right over here. And how are we supposed to get rid of fractions? By multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay? Whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. Okay, now what happens here? 3's cancel. PK's cancel. Leaves us with the N all in by itself. Now this is 3 times C, little c, over PK. Okay, I'm going for it. I'm feeling it. Let me see it though. I can't see it. This is going to be a fraction, 3C, divided by PK. Hit enter. Green. I like some green. I love green. Love the green. Okay, solve for x, huh? Okay. Well, no, like if this were the number 3, what would you do? If y were 3, you would subtract 3. Just think about what you would do if this were if a variable were a number. You do the same thing. The only difference is the expression you get won't be a number. So 6x plus y equals 5. I'm going to subtract y from both sides. Okay, you'll certainly get rid of the y's, but this side isn't a number. It's 5 minus y equals 6x. Now I want x. I don't want 6x. So x is being multiplied by 6. I'm going to divide by 6. Now make sure you divide everything, both sides, by 6. That cancels. You're left with x equals this mess right here. That's what you got. Click it. Make a fraction. 5 minus y divided by 6. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Wait a second. Didn't I just do that? Oh, no, I thought it was in problem 6. Sorry. Okay. What do you think? Should I let you do that one? Yes, I'm going to let you do this one. This is not a hard problem at all. That's actually easier than the one I just did. This is the one I just did. This is actually easier. So I'm going to have you experience the thrill of getting that right and seeing a green box. Okay. Solve for the following variable. It's really the same stuff, but I will do it again. I don't want to shirk my responsibilities as a professor. File, new, okay. All right, 5A. I got 3 variables here. It's nice. Okay. What am I going to solve for? A. That P's got to go. Opposite of minus P is plus P. 5A equals R plus P. Now, A is being multiplied by 5. I can't have that. You have to divide by 5 both sides. Cancels, and there you go. A equals R plus P. Fraction. R plus P divided by 5. Check your answer. Fantastic work. Uh-oh, it's starting to get really serious now. So I'm going to separate this. Okay, this is a problem. Let's make this a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. H equals 4 times 3m minus 8r. Parentheses. Solve for r. Okay, solve for r. First off, you've got parentheses in the problem. They have to go. I don't care what you're solving for. You've got to get rid of the parentheses. So the h is where it is. Multiply through by the 4, you get 12m. 4 times minus 8 is minus 32r. Okay, now you could solve for r. This 12m has got to go. Minus 12m on both sides. Minus 12m. And the 12m's would have canceled over here. Minus 32r. And now I'm going to divide by negative 32 both sides. Divide by negative 32. And the negative 32's cancel, leaving you with f. R equals this. R equals that. Don't worry about the negative sign. If it doesn't take it, I'll show you what you need to do, but I think it'll take this. Minus 32. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't take it. It doesn't like this minus 32 in the bottom. Okay, so here's what you... Oh, first off, it's not A. Wait a second. That's 12m. That's just being messy. That's just being messy. 12m. H minus 12m. All right, you took it. First time it didn't take it because I put a wrong variable in there, so don't do that. Solve the equation for r. I'll let you do that one. It's not a hard problem. I'll do this one. I will do the hard problems. Well, you're going to do the hard problems too, but at least you'll have this little video here to go over if you can't do the problems. Okay, come over here. Big S equals little c plus n minus 3g. Okay. What did we say about parentheses? I don't care what I'm solving for. Get rid of the parentheses. Keep all the stuff that aren't involved. Okay. Gn, okay, plus Gn minus 3g. G. That's a G. Okay. Now what are we solving for? Solve for C. Solve for C. These two terms have to go. Minus Gn is S minus Gn equals C. See, this goes away, but this doesn't, I didn't touch this guy right yet. Minus 3g. And then I have to add 3g to both sides to give you this answer. C is equal to big S. Okay, see if you can see this. Okay, it's going to be big S minus Gn plus 3g. Big S minus Gn plus 3g. Hit enter. Yes. The last problem we'll look at is, word problem. What's that say? The distance away in chains C that the distance away in chains C that a bolt of lightning hits the ground is the number of seconds t between the flash of lightning and the associated sound of thunder multiplied by 10. Write a formula for this rule. Okay, let's take a look at that. Oh, okay. I inadvertently changed the problem a bit. I don't know what it was. I thought there was a problem with chains. That bothered me. So I just said, give me another question. And now they go into this obscure measurement called a rod. And a rod, okay, there's another, I don't know what a rod is. I have to look that up. But basically, it's a measurement, okay, that a bolt of lightning hits the ground is the number of seconds, t, between the flash of lightning and the associated thunder multiplied by 60. So I guess the distance is 60 times t. 60 times t is equal to this rod measurement. Okay. And that's it. All right. We will see you in section 2.5. I hope you enjoyed literal equations and formulas. Take care.